Kicking it away again, Nicholas Conte, for the third time in as many drives, takes a low snap, sends a high, booming, spiraling punt. This one's going to sail all the way to the 5, take a hop, sideways, inside the 1. Another piece of mastery from Nicholas Conte, the stuff of legend in the punting world. This guy has been outstanding.
Being in the spotlight isn't something that's common for punters, but that's the case for senior Nicholas Conte. A Ray Guy Award semifinalist and the ACC's top punter, it's hard to imagine Conte learned his craft from watching YouTube videos and practicing in the backyard. He's been an invaluable weapon for the 2016 Virginia football team, flipping the field to put his defense in great positions.
I try not to focus too much on the position I am. I mean, obviously I look at it and I try and figure out where I am, and that helps me figure out what I need to improve on. But you know, when I get out on the field, it's not really focusing on pressure or me or being the best ACC punter. It's just being the best punter that I can be and focusing on what I can do to help the team win and putting our team in a position to win, pinning teams deep. So when I get out on the field, that's the only thing on my mind is where's the returner lined up, what am I going to do, and what can I do to help this team out within our scheme that we've set up this year.
While excelling on the field, Conte has embraced head coach Bronco Mendenhall's expectation of being an all-around student-athlete. He finished his undergraduate degree majoring in human biology and was named to the ACC Academic Honor Roll. Conte is continuing to make the most of his time academically at UVA as he's now pursuing a graduate degree in sports administration.
I start off obviously coming to football meetings and then practice and then just going straight to class and focusing on that. But that's kind of part of what being a UVA football player has become. It's always about we do the academics and the football and this and that and the other. My plan is actually to go to medical school or business school, which is more towards my undergrad with the medical school side. But this opens up a lot of doors for me because it can allow me to go into coaching or athletic directing or even sports business, which is something I've become really interested in over the last year. It was definitely new. I was originally planning on doing a master's in public health, but the way the time constraints worked and the amount of time I wouldn't be able to spend on the football field, it wasn't going to work out for me. And so I'm actually pretty happy that this happened because it made me go out of my comfort zone. I was so set on biology, so set on medical school, but then I've got my eyes open to this new profession of, hey, maybe I could do athletic directing or I could do coaching, and it's something that's really interested me for a long time, and now that I'm actually able to learn about it even more, it's something that I'm seriously considering going into and maybe changing a career path. This team has been one of the best teams I've ever been on in terms of we're the closest in all my 5 years here. The coaching staff is probably the best I've ever dealt with. They really care about who you are as a person and as a player and what you're going to do beyond football while really caring about what you're going to do within football and just trying to create a whole-rounded player who's good on the field, off the field, in family situations, wherever you are. So it's just been probably the best year I've had. The kickers, punters, long snappers, we are a very, very close group. We spend all of practice together, and that's the main group we're with. We're a group where we may not have the same amount of reps as other players, you know, guys out here getting 100 reps a day. We can't really do that in a sense of we'll burn our legs out, but the instruction we give each other on every punt, every kick is so instrumental in how we perform. So we go down there and, you know, I'll hit a punt and I may not know what's going on, or I might think I know, and one of the other punters will be like, hey, your nose was up on the drop, or, you know, you overstrode that step there, maybe try shortening it up. And so it keeps us really, really close because we're all so invested in each other while still being competitive with each other that it creates this awesome dynamic of on the football field, we're always rooting for each other, but it pushes us to try and do better and to be the best group we can be. And then off the field, we're really tight as well. And then with the coaches involved, you know, they really care about us, and it's evident through how they act towards us and how they treat us. Even coaches who aren't your position coaches, they're always really upbeat and into what you're doing and ready to talk if you need to. And it's created this big family atmosphere as the whole team of just a bunch of friends who really care about each other. And obviously as teammates, we go through such hard things that we create a bond with each other that's very tight just of itself. But to have a coaching staff really weave themselves in there is something I've never experienced. If you ever need anything from them, they're one text message or call away, and they treat you like you're their kids or your brothers, or, you know, everybody's there to help each other, and it's been an absolutely amazing atmosphere to be a part of.